At 10:43, the delivery driver whispered, "I forgot your drink." The hallway was empty, but the door handle turned on its own. Erin had just moved into a second-floor flat after a 4-year relationship ended. She was alone, the apartment still smelling of fresh paint and carpet cleaner. She loved late-night Thai food, the comfort of a warm curry after a rainy shift. None of that mattered after the night the driver vanished and the knocks returned. The first night felt ordinary. Erin slipped off her soaked shoes, changed into pajamas, and settled on the sofa. The rain hammered the windows, and the scent of jasmine rice drifted from the unopened bag. The intercom buzzed at 10:43. A soft voice said, "Delivery." He knew her flat number. She buzzed him in, heart a little faster from the storm outside. When the door opened, the man stood too close, raincoat pulled over his hood, a thermal bag slung over his shoulder. His face was hidden, only a mouth and stubble visible. He asked, as if he'd known her name forever. He handed over the bag, smiled, and added, "Sorry, I forgot your drink." Erin glanced inside curry, rice, spring rolls. "No Coke." "It's fine," she said, locking the door as soon as he turned away. She placed the food on the coffee table, the steam curling around her fingers. The room felt safe, until a crumpled receipt fell from under the spring rolls. It was a plain white slip, torn at one edge, with her name printed in bold. Erin M. Flat 6, lives alone. No dodge, chain in lock only. Bedroom window face service alley, usually home aft 7. Her breath caught. She called her ex Lewis, thinking he was pranking her. "Lock your door," he said, voice distant, then hung up. A soft knock echoed 3 times. Erin froze, phone pressed to her ear. "Erin?" The driver's voice whispered through the intercom. She peered through the peephole. Nothing. The delivery app pinged. "Your driver is at your door." She stared at the empty hallway, heart pounding. The phone rang from an unknown number. "Hello?" she whispered. A cold voice answered, "You shouldn't have looked at the receipt." The line hissed with breathing. The door handle moved, slowly, up then down, testing the lock. Erin grabbed the kitchen knife, her hands shaking, and dialed 999. The operator asked, "Is your door locked?" "Yes," Erin whispered, eyes never leaving the peephole. A thin crack appeared in the letterbox, just above the floor. The operator warned, "Go to a room with a lock." Erin sprinted to the bathroom, slammed the door, and wedged the cheap turn lock. 3 soft knocks returned. Pause. 3 soft knocks. Pause. Her phone buzzed again. "Your driver is nearby." She could hear the hallway floorboards creak as someone walked toward the bathroom. The lock gave a faint click. A voice hissed through the door, "You should have taken the drink." He laughed, low and cruel. "I'm not angry. You just made it messy." The bathroom door shuddered as his shoulder pressed against it. Erin raised the knife, swung, and caught his arm. He shouted, slammed into her, and the mirror cracked with a deafening snap. The handle twisted, the lock buckled, and the door burst open. A hooded figure lunged, a screwdriver glinting in his hand. Police shouted from the hallway, the sound of boots pounding the carpet. 2 officers tackled the intruder, wrestled him to the floor. Erin collapsed onto the cold tiles, the knife clattering into the sink. The man's name, when asked, was Daniel Price. He was not the driver assigned to her order. The real driver, Melissa, was found unconscious 3 streets away, her bag and phone stolen. In Daniel's car, detectives uncovered dozens of printed receipts, each with a name and address, a note. Erin's receipt was circled, the others marked lucky. The police never gave her a full explanation. One officer muttered, "The others were lucky too," before sealing the case file. Aaron stayed with Lewis that night, sleeping on his couch, rain still drumming the windows. By morning, the locks were changed, the door reinforced, the hallway inspected. She thought she was safe, until the delivery app pinged again. A tiny bike icon moved down Lewis's street, the map flashing, "Your driver is at your door." Erin's skin prickled. She opened the notification. The icon stopped outside his house. The doorbell rang. Lewis stared at the empty porch, the camera showing only 3 soft knocks. Pause, 3 soft knocks. Erin's phone buzzed once more. "Forgot your drink." She left the apartment that day, checked into a hotel under a false name. The police took her phone, but the app kept sending notifications. On the hotel door, a receipt slipped under the lock. Fake name. Room 237. Traveling alone. Bathroom lock weak. At the bottom, in shaky pen, 4 words. "You still seem thirsty." She never ordered another late-night delivery again. Erin moved out of the flat, changed her number, and never downloaded the delivery app. She still hears 3 soft knocks in the night. Though she knows no one is there, she keeps a spare key hidden, a heavy doorstop, and a flashlight by the bed. Friends who hear her story swear they've felt a cold breath behind them after a delivery. What really happened that night? Did Daniel act alone? Or was there a network of strangers watching the app's notifications? Leave your theory in the comments. If you want more true horror stories that blur the line between everyday and terror, try Audible's 30-day free trial, perfect for chilling audiobooks that keep you up late. https://www.com free trial. Subscribe for a new nightmare each week and keep the lights on. What do you think really happened after the last notification? Save this video so you don't forget the warning.